tonight on Newsbeat. LSU sends off the women's basketball team as they prepare for the SEC tournament.
See the success story of one local country artist who is making it big.
And needing a break from school, see where students are going for their spring break.
All this and more, Newsbeat.
Good evening and welcome to Thursday Newsbeat. I'm Gracie Giat.
And I'm Taylor Garcia. Thanks for tuning in.
President Trump announced today via Truth Social that current Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, will be stepping down from her position at the end of the month. She will be moving into the role of Special Envoy for the Shield of Americas, which President Trump identifies as, quote, our new security initiative in the Western Hemisphere, end quote. She will be replaced by Senator Mark Wayne Mullen from the state of Oklahoma, effective March 31st. While the LSU baseball season is now in full swing, another global sports season is revving up this weekend.
Reporter Catherine Sherritt is in the studio to give us a deeper look. Catherine?
That's right. This weekend, the 2026 Formula One season starts up in Melbourne, Australia. It's a sport with one of the highest global fan bases, so here's a look into what you should know if you're interested in becoming a part of it. Formula One, often deemed the pinnacle of motorsport, is now picking up fans on college campuses.
But the more I started talking to people about it, the more I realized that there is definitely a community here.
This season in F1, there's 11 teams, 22 drivers, and 24 races from March to December.
So if you've never watched F1, I feel like this is the best year to kind of get into it because everything's basically starting fresh. New cars, new races too, but then some of the classics like Monaco, Abu Dhabi for the finale, the U.S. races, Miami, Las Vegas, Austin, they're all such great watches.
With a new era on the track, more fans are finding their way into the world of Formula One. And for many, it doesn't take long to discover the culture that surrounds it.
It creates such a community, especially at the races I've gone to, just meeting people and talking to them about how they got into it. And you know, everyone loves different drivers and different teams, and it's a great way to connect with people I never thought I'd connect with.
So far, Flood has attended 3 Grand Prix races: Silverstone, Circuit of the Americas, and Las Vegas, and she has plans of attending more. She first got into F1 during her first year at LSU, and she has some advice for new fans.
Yeah, a lot of media consumption. There's a lot of great books out there. I really want to start getting into more Formula One books and talking to people. Like, I would just talk to a lot of people. There's a lot of online communities, especially. If you start following a lot of F1 orientated stuff, you'll get involved pretty quickly.
So, if you're interested in a new sport that will give you something to look forward to every weekend, Formula One is the perfect one to check out, says Flood.
I think we're halfway through the spring semester now and midterms, and this is the light at the end of the tunnel for me. You know, F1 is back, and I could not be more excited, and I think a personal goal of mine is to kind of help grow that community. So please just watch it, and if you don't like it, you don't like it, but I have a feeling a lot of people will.
For Tiger TV, I'm Catherine Sherritt.
To stay up to date on the race season, be sure to follow @F1 on Instagram and catch the races on Apple TV.
And zooming from the racetrack to LSU's campus.
If you're in need of business attire, one resource is letting students get career ready without breaking the bank. LSU's Tailored Tiger Closet is helping students dress for success while keeping clothing out of landfills. The program has served over 700 students, distributing over 2,000 donated outfits since their opening in fall 2024. LSU students are able to get 4 free pieces of clothing per semester.
The end goal of college is always to have that career and finding a job. And with that, we want to have that professional clothing that goes along with it. And so by having this resource available to students, we're able to kickstart that for a lot of people.
The Tailored Tiger Closet is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. in the Student Union.
And speaking of student initiatives, for one local coffee shop, it's not just about serving coffee, it's about serving the community.
Common Grounds Cafe is a faith-based coffee shop started by SALT, a ministry on LSU's campus. By serving free coffee, they highlight their mission of helping students meet, know, and follow Jesus. The cafe is located right off campus, providing connections outside the classroom.
The mission of Common Grounds is to have a space where believers and non-believers can come together. We know that a church can be a difficult space for some people to come into, so if it's introduced to them through a place just to see that it's not as daunting as it can be, and it's really just a place for community to come together.
Using SALT's budget to buy supplies such as coffee beans and syrups, the cafe earns zero profit and accepts no donations. Instead of money, Common Ground seeks a community.
Our job as people working in the church or serving the church is to reflect the light of the Lord and His love. So we just hope that when someone walks out that we reflect that. As a believer, that's your whole motivation. So yeah, we just hope that they walk out and feel seen and loved, and then that would reflect how much that the Lord loves them.
Beyond free coffee, Common Grounds' staff also consist of all volunteers. And while they aren't getting paid, workers get rewarded in their own way.
What I get most, probably community, and me personally, I just love serving others. Like, I love working, I love helping people, and I love having a part in people's lives and just making, like, maybe like giving like a nice little smile or a good cup of coffee to just brighten their day. They're having a bad day. It makes me happy.
Though rooted in faith, Common Grounds continues to welcome everyone.
Common Grounds Cafe is open from 4 to 10 p.m. Sunday through Thursday. Open to anyone looking for a nice cup of coffee or something a little more meaningful.
Coming up, here's how Tigers plan to bounce back from a close-to-home loss. Don't go anywhere.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
The freedom to live in safety. That's an American dream.
There's nothing like celebrating a big play. But now, we're celebrating something bigger than sports.
Love, you're mine. Love?
You're mine.
You're training your mind as much as you're training your body.
For me, just stay grounded. Be with the people who make my mental health better and not worse.
So when you see us hit this, it's a reminder to
love.
You're mine.
And now, a Tiger Sports Update.
With the weather heating up, it is officially spring sports time to shine. LSU's women's basketball team looks ahead to the SEC tournament. Baseball and softball are in full swing, and the LSU gymnastics team continues to dominate. I'm Connor Donnelly, and here's your Tiger Sports Update. Kicking us off with the LSU women's basketball team as they look to add to their 4-game win streak in the SEC tournament. The squad most recently defeated Mississippi State to end regular season play as Michaela Williams filled up the stat sheet with 26 points, 15 rebounds, and 4 assists. The Tigers are now awaiting their next opponent in the quarterfinals of the SEC tournament. However, Coach Kim Mulkey's not too thrilled about this.
What's the purpose of conference tournaments?
for the Cinderellas. How many Cinderellas do you really have in women's basketball? Is it some of them need just one more win? They're on the bubble. I don't know.
And announced today, former LSU standout Angel Reese was selected to the 2026 USA Women's National Team. Moving from one top 6 team to another, LSU Gymnastics continues their elite performances as they outclass their competition in the Podium Challenge, posting their second highest score of the season. It was a full team effort, but sophomore standout Kaylin Chio led the Tigers as she notched her 3rd straight perfect 10 on beam. For the team's next meet, they will head down to Gainesville to take on number 4 Florida. Finally, we have the LSU baseball team, who is 3-2 in their last 5 games. The reigning champs have been greeted by their first taste of adversity this season as they now dropped 9 conference games. The most recent coming in the state to in-state foe, the Louisiana Raging Cajuns, by a score of 7-2. Despite these losses, LSU has seen significant improvement from many players, especially starting pitcher William Schmidt. Over his last 2 outings, Schmidt is 2-0 with 12 1/3 innings pitched, no earned runs, 16 strikeouts to only 1 walk. Schmidt looks to build off these quality outings as he and the Tigers take on Sacramento State in a 3-game set beginning on Friday. That will do it for your Tiger Sports Update. Be sure to follow us on all socials at LSU Tiger TV to not miss out on any news regarding your Fighting Tigers. Next at 5, find out how you can search for treasure on your way to class. Stay with us.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
The freedom to live in safety. That's an American dream.
There's nothing like celebrating a big play. But now, we're celebrating something bigger than sports.
Love, you're mine.
Love?
You're mine.
You're training your mind as much as you're training your body.
For me, just stay grounded. Be with the people who make my mental health better and not worse.
So when you see us hit this, it's a reminder to
Love.
you're mine.
Warmer weather has students headed outside, and one app is turning campus into a real-life scavenger hunt. Through the Let's Roam app, students can take part in the LSU Bayou Bingo Bonanza Hunt. The app lets students take part in solving clues, answering trivia questions, and completing challenges at landmarks across campus. The hour-long experience encourages students to bring friends and work together as they navigate from one location to the next. For $12.99, the hunt offers a different perspective on familiar places, turning a basic walk through the quad into a chance to discover something new.
I was bored one day. Honestly, I was just looking up things to do near campus, and I saw an ad on Groupon regarding the scavenger hunt. I thought it was kind of sketchy at first, but after looking at the reviews, I decided to give it a go because why not? And it ended up being a lot of fun, completing challenges with my friends, and overall affordable.
For students still on the hunt for something new, this experience is available year-long through the Let's Roam app. Well, that's all we have for tonight's Newsbeat. Until next time, I'm Taylor Garcia.
And I'm Gracie Giat. Have a great night.